Hello and welcome to the task that in your submission. Here we will be programming the previously shown product registration process, including the image upload. So, recap again, we created a sign-in, sign-up, connected it to our database, added a user profile, connected that to our database, edited so we can edit the user information both by our seller. And then we created one that is unique for the seller, that is creation of the product page, the edit product page. And yeah, so now we will get into the code of it and look at the database as well. Yes, so let's start. So as shown before, we have the product title, description, category, price, the level and status, and the ability to either drag and drop or select an image. Before we go into everything, we'll actually go and look at our ER diagram. This is our ER diagram, and we created a new table called category. We do have to get two more for the select level and select status from the database. Actually, this can stay as it is because we might not change it, because we can add a level section, table called level and a table called status in case things change, but for now, as we haven't created it, it's fine. So it is connected to product as one-to-many. We just have an ID and a name, and we are populating it with the following: education, web development, mobile, video production, and music production. And that is what we see in our exactly how it is. And that's what we get over here at the start. Again, from the previous video, we said only if the user role is seller that we go into that. So, and also one thing I did not show in the previous video, so a buyer cannot have this, and you cannot be signed out and go into this. So if we go here and put product register.php, register.php, it does not go. And we will try to go using, I think this is a buyer. So we signed in. As you can see, it says buyer over here. So we go and type product register.php. Cannot go. It does not work. It gets redirected back to the home page. So we will sign out, sign in with the other user, the seller, and now we will try once again. And when we try now, yes, we get it right here. And so that section works through this. So it makes sure that someone is logged in, and based on the login, we know from the home.php, we have to make sure that the user role is seller. So yeah, we showed the CSS parts. We have made it quite attractive UI, and we've also told the user you can drag and drop or click to select, but the images have to be up to 5 MB, and that happens over here. First of all, we get the data that has been input, and then so as we said previously, these get the data as input. It's called we have to grab the references from over here, and everything is triggered once we click the submit button. So here we use the add event listener, waiting for a click, so we can carry on with the process. Here also we are waiting for a change or to drag over. So all three of these are what will trigger the event to take place. As for this section over here, we can see it says board 500 and the So when we drag our mouse over the area, it changes the color, and that happens from this section over here. We can actually look at it right now. So yeah, when we are over it, it gets highlighted in blue. So one is for the bottom, one is for the center, and then once it leaves, it goes back to how it was, and that happens from right over here. And then we have some small validations for the file images. So first we have to make sure that it is an image, that it is, so no one uploads a PDF or a text or any other files. Now sometimes people can affect the database by uploading malicious files, so we have to make sure that it is a valid image file, and then we have to make sure it's less than 5 megabytes, and then this creates the preview. Then we have our image we showed earlier. So once we click and even this click, it removes the image of more other height, and the file input is 0, and the preview image source is just going back to 0 as well. And then we have once submit is clicked, I didn't list no submit. So once submit has been clicked, we quickly go through all these. First, grab the data or the elements, and then we do a few small validations. First, we make sure that the title has been typed. If not, we say we have to make sure that the length, the product title length is less than 150, description is less than 1000, and the category has been selected. The category cannot be 0, and make sure the price is also correct. Price must be greater than 0. Select the level, select the status, and also have a product image. So all of these have to work at once, and then if all those are correct and there are elements to be captured, we capture them, and then we send using a fetch. We post it from data to the database, and if that is successful, we say product registration has been registered successfully. And if that does not happen, so we have some error messages right here, and if not, we have success messages, and if everything is correct and we have registered within less than 5000 milliseconds, that is 5 seconds, we go back, we get redirected back to the registered.php. So there are also many other elements that we are not seeing here that will be in the product register process. So in the processes, first of all, we make sure that the session has started. And then we have header content, text plain, so that we get plain text, and then we make sure that the database is connected, and connection class is also connected properly. And then we do a small authentication. First of all, make sure the user is logged in. If not, say unauthorized access, and we make sure the account type is set up. So as shown in the home earlier, so this part is it's here where that happens. Actually, we have not set a button to go through that, but if someone actually just tried to go, it will get redirected back to the home.php. And then we get the user ID and get the data that was posted here, that we see over here. So all that comes out from here through this process. Then we do a validation once more. Validation. So these are the validation for the data that needs to be posted, and then do some checks on the category. exists, and we have to first make sure that categories is in the database, get out of the database, and we have assigned them some variables, and those variables will be checked, and then we have a section to handle the file upload. So again, over here we make sure that the data that has been taken out matches our own criteria. So again, once again, here we can see this is for the file size. So 5 into 1024 and 1024. So as we know, 1 bit into 1024 becomes 1 byte, and then 1 byte into 1024 becomes 1 byte into 1024 becomes 1 kilobyte, and then another 1024 becomes 1 megabyte, and then times that by 5, it's 5 megabytes. And so yeah, we say, hey, this should be in this size, and then we also create an upload directory. So in case there is no there's no folder called products, we create one and upload the file directly right there. So this is for the file upload. At the same time, we generate a unique file name for our user. Generate a file name using the user ID. We also get a timestamp, as you can see here, and we add some random string to it as well, as you can see here, and it gets stored in the database as a URL that can be called back later. So that's that for the file upload, image upload. And then we have the insert into database. So first we got to get those variables that we took. So those will get uploaded into the database, into the product file as seller ID, category ID. So seller ID will go naturally, automatically actually, with the user ID. Then the category ID we select, title, description, price, level, the status, and the image URL. And if it is all successful, success. If not, say fail to register the product, please try again. And this is for the image, we say object. So that's it for our product registration process. So we'll actually look at the database to make sure that we have some products. And yeah, as you can see here, as we said here, it's products, product 8, we added some string here, and this is what we uploaded earlier. As you can remember, 80,000 game development, intermediate, it's active. So we have actually added a new product. You could see it from the index.php. Yeah, so as you can see here, we have game development. So that's because this is what is created. So if we sign out and go to seller account, sure we can see game development there once again. Yeah, so we have the game development option over here. There is a small bug where we are not seeing the other skills, but we will add those in a later video. Thank you for watching.